Okay, YouTube. Um, I my car has been a total disaster for a few months. I had a surgery like almost a year ago, and my car has gotten worse. It got worse. So Friday, my son decides he wants to use the car, and I was telling him like you have to be careful because the car's getting worse, and um it was smoke, and the smoke wouldn't be like original smoke, it would be black smoke. um, I would immediately jump out of the car. I have done it on millions of occasions, and I know it's not healthy or wise to even keep driving the car, but I thought I had the um, problem fixed. I bought a new battery. I would keep water in it, coolant, and all that oil and all that type of stuff. So Friday, I take the car and I go do a little household shopping. Like around the corner. When I drive the car, I don't, it's bugs out here. I don't go far because I'm afraid. So I'm scared of fire. So what happens is, I do my little household shopping, come home, everything's fine. And he uses the car right after. I don't know where all he went, all his errands or whatever. But he was gone for a while. Then he calls like right before it gets dark. It was a number I didn't recognize, and usually I don't answer calls that's not, I don't recognize really on a phone book because it's usually either a telemarketer or someone playing games that I don't have time to play with. Now, when the number calls back, I answer. It's my son. And he's telling me, he's like, Mom, the car stopped, and when I went to start it back, it caught flames underneath the um, hood. I'm like, what? What do you mean? He was like, Mom, your car is about to explode right now. I'm like, what? I just couldn't wrap my head around what was going on. And it was raining outside. It was actually a thunderstorm. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. He's like, Mom, there's no need to get here. You don't need to be out here, blah, blah, blah. And I GPS where he was. I'm 23 minutes away walking. So I'm ready to walk. The kids are ready to walk. And I'm like, I have to get to you. So, but he called his girlfriend to get to him. I hope my lighting's okay. The sun is going in and out. I like using natural light. But he's like, no, just stay there. There's nothing no one can do. The fire department is on its way, and you know, did you hear that? And I'm hearing my car explode. He said when he saw the flames coming from underneath the hood, he automatically got out. Of course, hopefully, I'm glad. He jumped out. Go, stop. I'm sorry. So, which was better than me because I tend to freeze up, and I would have froze. And I'm afraid of fire. And by me seeing that, I probably would have froze up and probably burnt in the car. Hopefully not, but just saying. But I am just thankful that my car gave him enough time to get out before it decided to explode. He got out just in time, he said, and then it started exploding, and it was on a residential street. So, you know, people are watching, they're taking pictures, they're taking videos, and it's like, okay, help, and he had went to our old house to get some things, and he's worrying about getting the stuff out. I'm like, no, you get you out. You don't worry about that stuff. That stuff is materialistic. Don't worry about that stuff. So, then he was like, well, I got 3 tickets right before it happened and this and that. So our emotions and adrenaline are very, very high. So we're emotional, like, we're clashing basically. And I'm like, okay, we don't need to be clashing. We need to be trying to figure out something, And we were clashing. Maybe an hour or so, And my friend, she came and got me and the kids, whatever. We went, and I had to go get my plates off the car because my mom was telling me if they pull your car, someone gets hold to your plates, they can use your plates and if they're in your name and you will get in trouble. It happened to her before, true story. So I'm just thankful that he got out without a scratch. And I owe it to the man above for helping him get out. And then he wants to misunderstand, like, nobody asked me was I okay. Okay, you told me you were okay, you called me, you said you were okay, you told me you got out just in time. Like, stop wanting to be the victim here. I'm nervous, I'm just a nervous person. Like, I'm just sitting like, dude, you have no idea what I'm going through inside. My son got caught in a what if the doors, it's always a what if. Like, what if the doors wouldn't open for him? What if he couldn't get out? But I was grateful that he got out. And he took it a whole different way. And it's like, come on, let's not do that. We don't need to be clashing. We need to be putting our heads together. He's older, so he knows. Like, we need to be putting our heads together, trying to figure out plan B, basically, because that was our only transportation. And it's ridiculous how when you think you're doing well in life, something always comes and knocks you down. And I realize that's nothing but the devil, because as soon as I moved a few months ago, well, the end of June, I moved here, and it felt like, first it was like a blessing and a curse. The blessing is where I moved to, my financial situation matched perfectly well. And then people start stealing my stuff, out of my old house. So it's like I had to just start over. So instead of me taking it as a negative note, which I did at first, but I thought about it. I said, you know what? God wants me to have new stuff. So he has blessed me with the new stuff. And I look at it this way with the car. Yes, I was depressed. I was sick about the car. Like, we have no way to get anywhere. I haven't finished registering the kids. I have 2 more to register. And it's like, now how am I going to do it? But where there's a will, there's a way. And I know that. So, by that being said, I look at it as God has a better car for us, and he's going to get me that car. And I know he is, so I'm not going to stress over it. I'm just going to give it all to him, put it all in his hands, and let him handle it. But this was a very scary story for me. Very emotional story for me. Very true story. It's just happened to be in another weekend. And it's horrible, but it's okay. We will be okay, and I know we will. But get Ghost. I'm sorry, y'all. My puppy is doing the most right now, and I'm trying not to let him get ran over. That's all I need now. But yeah, be happy, be bright for you, and always remember, God has the upper hand, and He has a better plan. We may not know it, but He does, and that's all you need to know. Until next time, bye.